Hi, my name's Simon Borg Olivier. I'm a physiotherapist. I've been a yoga teacher for the last 30 years. I have 3 degrees in science, and I've been really happy that in the last 7 years I've been studying with Master Yan. And I just want to spend a few minutes and really explain why I'm so happy at being his student. I have finally understood the difference between moving in a forced and artificial way and moving naturally, being natural in my body. I've discovered that actually, although in the past I used to treat my clients by strengthening muscles and making joints flexible and muscles flexible, I realized that it's actually much more important in terms of healing, longevity and health to improve blood flow, to improve the circulation of energy and information through the different channels of the body, including the nerves, the acupuncture meridians, the blood vessels, etc. And one of the most important features of the teaching that I've gleaned from Master Yang is the notion that the spine has to move the rest of the body. And I think what I was doing, and what I see many of my associates doing around the world, is they use their arms and their legs to move the spine, and very unsuccessfully at that. Whereas what Master Yang is teaching, and what I've been now practicing for the last 7 or 8 years, is learning how to use the spine to move the rest of the body, and making every vertebrae come alive. And when I say come alive, the possibilities are not infinite, but almost infinite, because every vertebrae has the possibility of moving in 3 dimensions. It can go forward and backward, side to side, and it can twist. And what Master can demonstrate, and what he's teaching us, is that every vertebrae can do that and should do that. And when you start doing that, 1 vertebrae at a time from the navel center or the base of the spine, you start to get the possibility that there is a tremendous power that can be generated from the base of the spine, which can be manifested physically in simple demonstrative ways, such as breaking rocks with your fingers. Master demonstrates that very, very effectively. But for myself, I find that in the years of yoga I've done, now I find, whereas I used to put my hands on the floor and with brute force lift up to a handstand, now I put my hands on the floor and just effortlessly my legs lift up to a handstand. I also noticed at the end of last year, I broke my radius and my ulna quite severely after a very bad fall. I tore my triceps off. The doctor, after the operation, left my elbow at this angle. It could barely move forward or backward. And whereas in the past I would have used stretching and tensing techniques to try and fix my broken bones and torn muscles, what Master helped show me was how to use the encouragement of the flow of energy and information through my elbow to my wrist, and miraculously, it seems, my arms have gotten better. I say miraculously, but in fact there's a very important science, and the science was the art of learning how to move the spine naturally, like a baby. This was something which to me didn't seem like the science I've been taught in the past, but I can see now this is the closest to natural movement that any system I've ever seen comes, and it's very, very effective. The things I thought I was doing in my yoga teaching, Master demonstrates that he can do them just as well, but he can do stuff which is much more effective, much better. And it's this that I'm now learning, and my yoga has improved out of sight by working with these techniques. And I'm very, very excited to talk about them, and very, very excited at the prospect that we can change the face of human health and well-being by working with these very well-established principles.